Hello. I'm Mrs. Love Beetle. Welcome to my channel. This is thyme. We're not actually going to do anything with the thyme today. I just wanted to show you how pretty it looks. We have quite a bit of it. As you can see here, I'm kind of made it into a little hedge. It grows wild around here. It was bought over by the Chinese gold miners and has taken over on the hills. So I'm not sure if you remember, but casting your mind back to the other side of winter, I planted some leeks and I've decided that they are now ready for harvesting. And what I'm doing is I'm pulling them out one at a time very carefully because there are some baby tomatoes in here and I want to keep those. Giving them a little rinse in the bucket and then putting them into here with the idea that the holes will let all the water drain out. I am going to try and show you the process. I guess if it's too terrible I can always edit it out. So it's really just a case of grabbing your plant, giving it a little bit of a tug, whacking it to get the excess dirt off, drop it in the bucket of water, give it a swirl. You don't have to be spotless, I just want the bigger bits off. A wee tap and then drop into here. So I guess I'll just do that like 50 more times. Well, unexpectedly, I found some that have these little nodules and they're actually bulbish. I don't know if that's normal for a leek. This is the first time I've actually ever grown them. I guess it's fine. And another mutant. This one's got babies growing out the side and it seems to be growing out of those little pearls. I actually have been collecting those. I've got a few of them in my pocket. Oh, that's not a very good shot. I don't know what these are. I guess it's a breed thing. Well, I was going to count them, but I lost count. But anyway, that's them all draining. And in the process, I found 3 tomatoes. One small one there, one small in the back, and this much bigger one, which just couldn't hold itself up. So we're going to give it a little support. My other plan now is to do a chop and drop on the spinach. I'm hoping that it's gone to seed enough that it will take over. I can buy seeds and I realise that seeds are fairly cheap. Oh look, I just found the leek I missed. But I do like letting stuff self-sow because I think it's good that we don't entirely rely on, large companies for our food. It's not one of those little weird round ones. Right, and then I'm going to tip that bucket of cleaning water into here because it has my dirt in it and I paid money for that. Now that's all chopped and dropped and I found another baby tomato. I am expecting more seedlings to come up now that I've cleared this area out, but let's go and process these. So my plan from here is everyone's going to get a good wash. All the brown bits and the roots are going to get taken off. The good light green bits and white bits are going to be retained, and the less lovely darker green bits are going to be cut off and put in the dehydrator for making green onion powder. While those are dehydrating, I'm going to pressure can the remainders. Now this will make them go soft, but that's fine because I'm going to use them in soups and stews. So I roughly half fill my jar. I put in a wee knob of butter. I put in some garlic salt. This is a 1/4 spoon. I only give it about half of that. We're going to fill it up the rest of the way with leeks that are all chopped up. And we want to really get this jar good and packed. So push them down, really get them squished in. Oops. And then, once that's all down, we're not putting any liquid in it. They will make their own liquid. We're going to put the lid on so it's finger tight. And then we're going to pop it in a pressure can. And then when I've got all these jars filled, they're all going to go in and for 40 minutes at my elevation, which is 11 pounds. So there we go, all in the canner. I am going to have to use a tea towel to create a second layer for the last 4. But once they're away, as I said before, it'll be 40 minutes at my elevation, which is 11 pounds. Just a wee bit after 10 o'clock, and as you can see, I've just got everything out of the canner. And despite the fact that I gave them a good firm pressing, we've got quite a variation in height. This one's substantially lower than the rest. But that's it. That is my leeks, all preserved, all ready for what soups. And we've got 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. That's actually probably about right, actually. That's probably about as much as I'd use. Here we are the next morning. They've all settled down. They are quite sloppy, but like I said, I am only going to be using them in stews and soups. Although this one, which didn't seal, and I can see why because there's 2 dints on the lid just there, that is going to be part of my quiche I'm making tonight. So there you go. That is all the preserving done. And we just fired this up, and that is going to continue drying the leaves of the leeks, which will be ground up for dried green onion powder, and almost zero waste. This container here on the bench, which is my scrap container, I filled up 3 times, and we ended up with 62 leeks, just for those who were still wanting to know. Okay, that is definitely enough from me. You go on and have a great week, and as always, if in doubt, let it sprout.